Today we're going to be looking at the volume of composite figures. So the first one we're going to look at is using unit cubes to illustrate our point. So in using unit cubes, you can evenly see the different parts. So we're going to label those parts. So going across the bottom, the base here, that's 4. Going back is 4. Going up here is 3, but up on this side is 2. So what we have to do is we have to look at this and break it into 2 shapes. We can do that 2 ways. We can either cut it, we can cut it right here, or we can cut it right here. So in cutting it the way on the left, then we're going to say 2 times 4 times 4 for that bottom shape. And then we're going to have to count. Well, this is 2. This is still 4. But the height is only 1. So we have to find the volume of both. So 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 2 times 4 is 4 times 1 is 8. We add them together, we get 4 units cubed. So let's see if we get the same thing over here. All right, when we divide this shape up, we're just going to go across 2 here and 2 here. We're going to go back 4, back 4. Here we're going to go up 2, but here we're going to go up 3. So the shape on the left is 2 times 2 times 4. And the shape on the right is 2 times 4 times 3. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So when we add them together, we also get 40 units cubed. So either way you divide the shape, you still get the same volume. Now what happens when we don't have those unit cubes? So we're going to look at this shape. So I'm going to cut this shape into 2 parts. I like to have a base, a top shape and a bottom shape, but you can do what makes sense to you. So what I'm going to do is look at the bottom. So I'm going to multiply 7 times 7 times 5 because I only want to go up to this line. So 7 times 7 times 5. And then I'm going to have to do a little bit of figuring for this top shape. So this tells me it's 5. Well, the distance all the way back is the same. So I have 7. Now the thing I'm going to have to figure out is this height. So if this entire height is 8, but the bottom shape is 5, I have to do 8 minus 5, which is 3. So then we have 5 times 3 times 7. So this is a little bit more math than I normally do in my head. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to work it out. Well, I do know 7 times 7 is 49. So then I'm going to do 49 times 5. So I'm going to come down here and do 49 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45. Ignore that mark. 5 times 4 is 20, 24. So the volume of that bottom is 245. Now let's do the top. I think it's easier to multiply by 5, so I'm going to multiply 3 times 7 first, which is 21. And then do 21 times 5, because my 5 facts are my best facts. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So that's 105. Then I'm going to add my 2 together. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. And 2 plus 3 is 1. So it doesn't tell me what units we're measuring in. So it's 350 units cubed. All right, let's try one more example. So like I said, you can do top or you can do bottom. So since I did a top and a bottom last time, we'll cut them like this time. So I already know this distance is 3. If the total distance is 8, that means this part is 5. And the distance all the way back is 10, which means the distance all the way back here is also going to be 10. So I'm going to do the shape on the left. The shape on the left is 3 times 7 times 10. The shape on the right is 5 times 4 times 10. So 3 times 7 is 21 times 10 just means I add a 0, so 210. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times 10, I just, again, add a 0, so it's 200. Then I'm going to add these together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. And 2 plus 2 is 4. So we get 410 units cubed. So the keys when I'm finding the volume of a composite figure is to break it into shapes, into rectangular prisms. Pardon my terrible handwriting. Then you're going to find the volume of each. And third step is you're going to add all the volumes together. And that is how you find the volume of composite figures.